Hello! I hope you are keeping well and staying safe during these tough times. Today I am back with a new video, and today's video is a Q&A but with a twist. So rather than posting a question box on Instagram or following one of those tags on the internet, I sound like an old one, the internet, I decided to ask some of my close friends if they have any questions that they have been dying to ask me, and I said that I would answer the questions in a video. So here I am. As you may also notice, I have a different background. I'm trying to test out different backgrounds. I know it's very busy, but try not get distracted by everything behind me. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so what I've done is I have asked my friends to send either a video or a voice note, and if they sent a video, I will insert the video in this clip, and if it's voice note, I'll just play it rather than trying to edit it in, because I'm not that tech savvy and I don't really know how to do that. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. The first one is from Ashlyn.
Hey SJ, I want to know how you managed to stay so positive during all of this. And not only that, you sort of spread it around. You've been sending lots of gifts and packages and messages to all your friends, and I just want to know how you managed to do all of that.
Okay, so how do I stay so positive and manage to spread that sunshine, as she kind of says? I don't know, I guess I know I struggle myself, and I have a somewhat good relationship with my mental health now. Now, that's not to say that I'm not finding this tough. I am finding this extremely hard some days. I'm in complete isolation because I'm high risk. I'm in the high risk category, so I can't do anything. I can't go out, I can't socialize, I can't do any of the above. So I am finding it very hard, but I'm a bit old school in the way that I like to connect with my friends. So yeah, we have social media and we have like Zoom and all these hangouts and stuff where we can communicate and keep in contact, but I'm old school. There nothing beats getting a letter, getting a care package, getting a little package in the post. Like, that feeling that you get, that sends endorphins, and I just know if I'm struggling, my friends are struggling, and a lot of my friends are struggling. So if I can bring that little bit of sunshine, whether it's a letter, whether it's a little Linden Easter egg or something, I will do it. I don't care what I have to do, I will do it. To be honest, there's no like pinpoint thing. I guess it's just I have a really good relationship with my mental health right now. The main thing I do is I'm not comparing my journey throughout this with someone else's. Like, people are running marathons and people are doing degrees and all these incredible things, and fair play to them, like, well done. But I can't compare my race with someone else's. First of all, I had surgery, so I can't do majority of the physical things that other people are doing. So yeah, my main thing is I'm not comparing how I'm coping with it to someone else. And like, again, the main issue, like we continuously talk about, what people put on social media is not a true representation of how they are actually coping. So yeah, I guess, look, it's just, I like showing people I love and care about them, and even more so now when I physically can't hug them or meet up for drinks or go out for dinner or go dancing or go on nights out, any of that stuff that we would usually do. When I can't do that, I will do whatever I can in any other aspect to bring the sunshine that I normally bring in person into their lives. But yeah, like, it is a struggle to maintain positive, but it's a battle, and you have to be honest with yourself. I feel like that's the main thing. Like, you have to be really honest with yourself. If you're saying that you're coping, blah blah blah, it's amazing, it's not. Like, you are definitely going to have at least one point in this whole lockdown situation where you're upset. Any normal person, it would be actually abnormal if you didn't have an upset reaction to this. And my main thing that I keep saying to myself is, we can't control what is happening, but we can control how we react. So if we put out those negative vibes into how we're reacting right now, it's going to just feed negativity back into ourselves. It's all that theory of you put out into the universe what you want back. So if you're constantly reacting negatively to the news that we're in lockdown and it's so shit and I hate my life and all this sort of stuff, you're just feeding into that negativity. So I feel by not doing that, I'm reacting much more positively. And I've noticed, like, I've expected myself to have a much more heavier downside in my mental health. Like, I was preparing to hit rock bottom and I haven't, and I've put it down to the fact, and a lot of people have commented on this, so Ashley, you're not the only one. A lot of people have actually commented on this. Even my manager said I'm radiating it, and it's purely because I'm putting out the positive vibes and it's coming back to me. Like, I'm getting like, okay, I know I'm in lockdown, I ain't gonna be getting out of here anytime soon, but I'm not letting that interfere with my mental health and how I'm coping with it. So yeah, I guess it's just repeating that mantra, like how we react to things is very important, and we can't control what's going on, but we can control how we react. So I think that's like the main thing that's helping me get through this whole thing. And I know I've been talking for like 4 minutes already on the first question. Wow.
Hey Peanut, ignore my quarantined attire, but I thought it was fitting because I'm wearing your favourite Disney character. But anyway, questions. I have 3 questions, but they're kind of on the same category. So about your life, when's one time in your life that you felt most proud of yourself, most challenged, and most like luckiest? So when I say luckiest, I mean like a moment that you were like, oh my god, I can't believe this has happened to me, it's so surreal. Good luck with your video. Can't wait to see the finished results, and I love you so much.
Oh, Sophie, thank you so much for wearing Thumper. Okay, so a moment when I felt most proud of myself. The first thing that jumps out is graduation, and I often talk about this, and a lot of people kind of like roll their eyes at me and are like, oh, for God's sake, Sarah Jane. But for a very long time I did not think that I would get to go to college and that I'd get to have the whole graduation experience. So the fact that I actually got to do that and make some incredible memories along the way is just something that resonates with me so much. Like, oh my god, yeah, like I'm even getting like tingly thinking about it now. Like, this time 3 years ago now, I had just finished 4th year and I was waiting to find out if I passed, and I remember that day when I got my results and found out that I got a 2-1 degree. Still takes my breath away. So yeah, definitely my most proudest moment to date would be graduating, because I never thought I would do it. Okay, so geez, 3 questions, so wow. A moment, a time in my life where I felt most challenged. Well, there's kind of 2 moments that stick out. So the first one would be my thesis. So I was, and they kind of go hand in hand now that I think about it. I was really sick around the time that I was doing my thesis. So I did find that very challenging to try and complete like a 15,000 word assignment in the short space of time that I had, because obviously, as I said, I was so sick during the period when everyone else had kind of done their drafts and all that sort of stuff. I hadn't even had the physical and mental capacity to even attempt to do any of that. So that was definitely a very challenging time for me, and I got an A1 in it, even though it was challenging. So that's another thing to be proud of. And then the other challenging part would probably be my physical battle with my health. So my battle with endo and PCOS, it is challenging every day to get up and function a normal daily life, but I do it. And yeah, I always say this thing, it's like, well, do I lay down and let it beat me, or do I get up and fight it? So I kind of keep with that mentality. So that, yeah, definitely they're kind of 2 challenging moments in my life, even though I know they're one's continuous. But yeah, there you go. Moment that I felt, oh my god, like the most, like a lucky moment in my life. There's been a few, and like, if you know me, you know that I really appreciate life, and I literally appreciate every moment of like anything positive that happens in my life. I even actually appreciate the negative times as well, because you can always learn from anything negative in your life. But I suppose the one that first came to my mind, there's a few that came, but the first one was last November, when I was in Lisbon for work, and it was the opening night of Web Summit, and I remember getting in to like see Jaden Smith open the event at the conference, and I remember standing there being like, holy crap, this is my job, like, oh wow. And then like the rest of the 3 days I was like, this is surreal, like, oh my god. And like, I said this to Rebecca recently, that there was a time when we were working together that I said, oh, imagine, like I saw a job posting one day and I was like, oh, the dream is to work at Web Summit, like, oh my god, imagine, like I can't even comprehend what it would be like to work there. And now look, yeah, so that's definitely a moment where I'm like, I'm so lucky right now. That was definitely one of those moments. Okay, so the next question is from Rachel. She just texted to me on WhatsApp. So it goes, I think I want to know about your work. How do you balance your work, the vlog, the social media pages, and time to do it all? Well, I haven't been doing very good of it recently, Rachel, have I? I either like focus like 60% on one thing, and then like the rest is broken down, so like 10% social media, 10% blog, 10% vlog. Like, I'm not great at giving like a full focus on everything, but I plan. Like, I'm such a nerd for lists. So like, I will break down, like, I've literally planned my weekend via lists. It's like, so from like yesterday, I planned literally from 11:30 until 1:30 for a period of time to take photos. So I made sure that I had enough gap. Now, it took 25 minutes to take the photos I wanted, but I made sure I had enough gap in between to edit, or like to reshoot, or if I wanted to change it up or something like that. So I'm very like into my lists. And I suppose with my work, like, if my work is my work, like it is what it is. It's 9 to 5:30 every day. Work doesn't seem like work to me. I absolutely enjoy every second of it, even when I am stressed. I enjoy it. Yeah, like, I think the fact that I'm a little bit of an insomniac as well helps. I get more time because I stay up later. I could stay up easily until like 2 AM editing or writing a blog post or planning photo shoots for my Instagram. So yeah, I don't know how I get the time to do it all, but I make lists and I plan my time. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I hope that answers your question, Ray.
Alright, so what is your biggest dream in life? What's your biggest fear in life? And what's your ideal holiday destination?
Ooh, tough questions, Bobby. Okay, so my biggest dream in life. My biggest dream in life would probably be to... Oh, you've got me here now, Bobby. My biggest dream in life. I have a lot of little things that I'd like to achieve in my life. So I think one of my main things would be to live in New York for a period of time. I would absolutely love to live in New York for a period of time. Yeah, that's definitely a massive dream of mine. I know I'm 26 now and I'm kind of getting on. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, and obviously with the visa restrictions in America right now, I don't know. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely my biggest dream right now. My biggest fear in life. I have a lot of fears. Bit of a scaredy cat, but my ultimate fear is debt. And not debt by me, but debt by people I love. I don't do well with grief, and it's a daily struggle with me. Like, even last week I had a really bad time. Like, I think that I've got one step forward with my grief and then I go 100 steps back when I see a photo. So my biggest fear is death of loved ones, especially my parents. I don't even want to fathom it. Next questions are from all the gal pals, and they just typed it into WhatsApp. So Susan goes, what is your favorite memory of the four of us together? Oh wow, Sue, I have so many fond memories of the four of us. And like, I'm going to be really cheesy here now and be like, my actual favorite thing is that you actually taught me what friendship was. And I know it's really cheesy, but I can't pinpoint like a memory that I'm like, oh my god, amazing. Like, there was when you were in Italy, and then when you came over to visit Sarah and I in Tarragona, and like we went to the Lyrath after we graduated for a spa day, and then like the many nights out we had and the cinema date. Like, there's so many things, but to actually pick one is just wrong. When my favorite thing about the four of us is that you three taught me what friendship was, what it was meant to be, how it was meant to be, and you made me believe in friendship again. And I can't thank you enough for that. Like, you came into a part of my life when I really, really wanted friends, and I couldn't have asked for the best three gal pals in the entire world. You guys are there for me in the good times, and you're even there for me in the bad times, and you pick me up in those bad times. There's been many times where I have broke down in front of you and you have literally put me back together, and I can never ever thank you enough for everything you've done for me. That's a really sappy answer, but honestly God, I just love you guys so much. And yeah, I'd say my favorite memory is you guys showing me what real friendship is. Dream holiday destination. To be honest, there's a lot of places I want to go, but something I really want to do is not like, I was going to say island hopping, but it's not really, it's like different places altogether, but like Bora Bora, Hawaii, Barbados, Cuba, kind of like link them all in together kind of on a trip, because like I'd be over that side of the world, might as well make the most of it. That'd definitely be something I'd love to do, or even just to go to one of those places. Yeah. I think I would put Bora Bora up near the top of that though, or Cuba. Yeah, one of those. Okay, next up in the Gal Pals is Sarah. She asked 3 questions. Her first one was, if you could live anywhere in the world, where and why? And then she has in brackets, it's New York, isn't it? Well, if you look at my previous answer, what I said about my biggest dream in life is New York. So yes, I would live in New York. And I don't know why I have this like mad love and passion for New York, but I just, the hustle and bustle, the environment, the connections, like the whole city itself, like I've been twice and I'm not sick of it. Like, oh, I can't depict how much I love New York. I think also my passion for fashion, that rhymes. Was there a song called Passion for Fashion? Sorry, I have a piece of hair stuck in my lip gloss and it's driving me mad. Yeah, my love for fashion definitely is the reason why I want to live in New York. I think it's the capital of fashion. Like if you want to do anything in that industry, or even just grow your platform or grow your taste in fashion, or being able to express yourself, I think that's another thing that I really like about New York. You could literally go out in anything and no one would give a crap. And also Gossip Girl XOXO. The next question from Sarah is, if you were a man for a day, what would you do? And I'm really like thinking about this, but I think my main thing is just go out and have a normal day as a man, right? And see how men get treated differently than women. Like, I don't know, like it's just, I would like to see how different of a life it is for a man. Like, is it like how much easier? Like we all know it's easier for a man, it's a man's world, we all know that, but I really want to know what it feels like. And I want to see what it's like for them on a night out and having drinks with their friends. Like what goes through their mind to try and not harass, but like go up to girls and say some of the stuff that they say. I would really like to see how their lives are for one day. Sarah's last question is, what day would you like to relive all over again? And like, I'm literally like, why? There's so many days. Like I could easily pick a day where we were just chilling and doing absolutely nothing. Like we'd be in bed having tea and donuts. You know, that's like my dream thing to do with you, Sarah. Like, ugh, like just chilling, talking absolute crap and just having tea and donuts and popcorn in bed. Like dream. But I did like to relive it over again. Okay, I have 2. And they're both J related. Are we surprised? No. So the first one would be Trumra's last win in the championship, which was in 2017. Great year. 2017 was peak life for me. Yeah, that day it was just euphoric. Like that whole feeling, oh my god. Yeah, I definitely would love to relive that day again. And then the second one was last year, again JA. It was when Laois won the Joe McDonagh Cup, and we then got to play Dublin in the All-Ireland qualifier. And yeah, just that whole week, I've never been more proud of Laois and Laois hurling in my entire life. And just the whole feeling, like I'd even go as far as to say the day that we played Tipperary in Croke Park, because that day was absolutely amazing. Like, oh my god, loved that whole feeling. Yeah, so they're my 2 days that I'd love to relive again. Okay, and Laura goes, what job do you see yourself doing in 10 years time? I don't know, like I've always said that I would love to be an editor in a magazine like Vogue or something like that, but now that I've got into like the conference industry, and I absolutely adore my job, so I really don't want to leave my job anytime soon. So yeah, I'd kind of really like to stay in the events conference industry, or be a fashion editor in a magazine or something like that. I don't know, yeah. Okay, so the next question is from Jacob and it's a voice note.
Hi Sarah Jane, my question to you is, what is your deepest, darkest fantasy? And would you fulfill it if you had the option to?
Wow. My deepest, darkest fantasy. Now, I don't know if that's like, Let me just think about that for a second. I actually don't know what my deepest, darkest fantasy is. Like, I can definitely think of something that's not very PG to talk about on this. We ain't divulging into that, but I suppose like the biggest fantasy I probably have would be to pack everything in and just take off and see where the wind takes me. Like literally just pack a bag and go and see what happens. Would I do it? I actually don't know if I'd be able to commit to it, but yeah, I guess my deepest thing that I would ever want to do, my deepest fantasy that I would ever want to do would be to just literally pack everything in and just go and see what happens. Yeah, hope that fulfills your question.
Hey Sarah Jane, hope you're keeping well and the family are keeping safe with everything that's going on. As part of your Q&A today, so I have two questions. So one, where is the first place me and you are going to go dinner for to catch up after all this is done? And two, where is the first place you're going to travel? Hope you're keeping safe. Fantastic work with Hope Sport as well. Chat to you soon. Bye.
Oh, thank you, James. A lot of work went into Hope's birthday, so I'm very glad to have that recognition. Okay, the first place me and you are going to go for dinner after all this. Well, there's two places I kind of really would want to go for dinner with you after all this. Literal bog standard country pub where you could have a nice Sunday roast dinner and a few pints, watch a game or something like that. Like, oh, the dream. And then second would be go bougie, go big and bougie, and maybe go to the Ivy, like suit and dress up, like, you know, be really living our best lives. Yeah, definitely would think that. And then the first place I'm going to go after all this is settled down. I think somewhere like Greece. Like, I'd love to go island hopping in Greece. I'm all about the island hopping lately. Yeah, definitely Greece. Or I've been really thinking about like an interrailing, but not where I'm like sleeping on trains or anything like that, because I think I'm a bit too, yeah, I'm not too posh for that, but I don't think that's me. But I would travel a few cities, European cities, that are on my bucket list to get them done. Yeah. The next question is from Valerie, and hers is a voice note. So yeah.
What is your favourite song of all time?
My favourite song of all time, easy. It is Lights Down Low by Max Schneider. I've been a fan of him for years, and I thought I was under the illusion that I discovered this song, but then Sarah's maybe rejigged the memory in my head where she pointed it out to me, but I discovered the video. So yeah, something along that lines. Of course, Sarah really does influence my music taste most of the time. But yeah, definitely that song. It's gonna be my first song at my wedding, my dance. Like, oh my god, I don't care who I'm marrying, but it's gonna be my first dance song. I absolutely love it. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Okay, so my question for you, Sarah Jane, is who was your favourite person to live with over the 4 years of college in Limerick? And who was your least favourite person to live with over the 4 years of college?
Trust you, Joe, to come up with a question that's going to cause some complications. Okay, so my favorite person to live with. Okay, I said I'd answer this honestly, so it'd be a toss-up between you and Sarah, and I would be surprised I don't think so. Yeah, it'd be a toss-up between you and Sarah, but then Laura and Susan are really and then my least favorite, I would say it'd have to be someone I lived with in first and second year, and I'm not going to divulge that information. And then the last question I got from someone was, what has been my favorite thing about lockdown? And I suppose there's 3 reasons. Is it 3? Yeah, it is 3. Jesus Christ, the fact that I had to count that. Oh my god. The sun is definitely getting to me. So the first one would be for the fact that I actually rested after my operation. I'm really bad for getting up and just throwing myself back into my lifestyle after I have my operations. And I had my follow-up with my doctor recently, and he said that he's never been more happy about pandemic happening for any other of his patients but only me, because he knows what I'm like, even though he's only met me once. He's like, from your track record, he's like, you need to rest. So he's hopeful that all the rest that I've been doing is going to have a bigger impact on my long-term recovery. And then the second one would be the fact that I get to spend so much more time with my animals. Because I live in Dublin, I'm not allowed to bring any of my pets up to Dublin with me, and I miss them. I am a bit of an animal bird, is that what I'm saying? But you know, I love my animals, and yeah, getting my bunny kisses off of Bella and my hugs and playtime with the dogs, and then Nick's cuddles, just hearing him purr eases me from any anxiety I have. And then the last one is the fact that I actually get to spend some quality time with my parents. That's not just me like dropping down for a couple of hours and then going back up to Dublin. With the year that initially was planned for 2020, I wouldn't have seen my parents much at all. I would have been barely in the country for a majority of the year. I would have seen my mum for about 3 weeks in summer because we were supposed to go to Tokyo for the Olympics. But yeah, spending this extra time with my parents has been amazing, and I think it's just like made us stronger. Like, we're a very tight-knit family anyway, but I feel like it's just, we're having so much more fun, and yeah, we're getting on really well. So yeah, that's it. And there we go, that's my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe learned some new things about myself. If not, I just hope you found this entertaining. And yeah, if you wanted to give me a thumbs up and a little comment below, I would love that. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And yeah, if you have any ideas for any other videos you'd like me to do over the next few weeks in quarantine, let me know. I'm making a content list, so yeah, please let me know, and I shall see you guys soon.